Hare Krishna. Thank you for the beautiful chanting. I can I can feel that you're all really focused in your chanting. So very nice. We'll continue reading from this beautiful book, Japa by Bhurijana Prabhu. We are on the fourth chapter. Yesterday, we learned that the mind is just a subordinate to the false ego, and the mind serves the false ego all the time. So the problem is we all keep talking about controlling mind, which is what we need to do. But mind is going behind to satisfy our false ego, whatever we think we are. And mind try to supply and serve that false ego. That's where the issue is. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveda yutsava ma maka pandavas chaiva. If you see, the whole Bhagavad Gita started with the false ego. Ma maka, my children. And then Pandavas chaiva, Pandavas son, rather than Dhṛtarāṣṭra saying that our family or our children could have been common for both the parties. Yes, rather than that, he said mamaka, my children. And if there comes a false ego and identification and mamakāra and ahaṅkāra is right there at the starting of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita starts with and this false identification and proprietorship. That's why Bhagavad Gita started. And it's all leads to ichcha dvesha samuddena dvanda mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. It's all leads to liking and disliking, which then develops more and more of identity that I am so and so. And the mind works towards that. Now, with that said, chanting with the mind's help, even though mind is running away from us to serve the false ego, but we have no other choice. We have to somehow make some friendship with our mind. Unfortunately, there's no other different tattva out of 25 tattvas that we have. 24 tattva that we have, all the out of 26, 24 tattvas are all matter, starting from prakriti all the way down in the five senses, the working senses, the knowledge acquiring senses, and so forth, which makes it 24. Everything is non-sentient, non-sentient. But we have to work with them. There's no other choice for us. We got to. There's nothing, nothing beyond these 24 elements. So mind is part of it. We have no choice. We cannot create something different than mind to work with ourselves. So therefore, let's see, chanting with the mind helps. Like in a political situation, it happens in India. A one party try to pull people from another party to their party. That's common. Usually, it happens between the politicians. They bribe or do something to pull another prominent person from a big. They don't go and attack or try to talk to the leader. Rather, they try to pull the small parties, subordinates, to their side to strengthen their thing. Same thing. Mind is subordinate of the false ego, so we got to pull the mind out of it. Chanting with the mind self. Let's start reading. The mind, the least subtle aspect of the subtle body, is a simple entity, capable of being brought back to the mode of goodness. If we wish to control the mind during japa, we need to simplify its function, separating it from the influence of passion. This word is so very important because in this chapter we are going to learn two keys. Okay, Prabhuji is giving many keys over here. The first key we already saw is nothing but in the previous first chapter, chanting Hare Krishna. That's the first key. Everyone has to chant Hare Krishna. There's no exception to that one. We cannot say I only love doing service. I only love attending lectures, but chanting I cannot do. The first key is to chant. That is not an exception at all. If you're not chanting, then it's very difficult. Now, in this chapter, we are going to see two keys, and mind has to be simplified. Sometimes some people mind are so very complex. They go beyond the normal human perseverance. Right? It just makes so complex. Um, for example, my daughter is not reached home yet from the school. For example, what would have happened? Maybe she went somewhere else and someone would have kidnapped, or someone would have given a chocolate with something and taken away, or something would have, etc., etc., etc. The mind goes into such a, if parents does not get a call from us, from India, they get panicked. Is everything okay? I heard in St. Louis we had a bad weather. Is your house doing okay? Did you get collapsed with the weather? If something happened, we were thinking, all these things, mind start thinking. There's no need for us to go beyond our capacity to start making it complex. So we have to keep it simple. Likewise, we also start thinking about similarly with others also. This person is like that and that person is like that. We don't need to do that. So let's get started with the second key. How to do this one? How to make our mind simplified? The second key is listen to just one mantra. That's the key. We are about to begin chanting. We know that Krishna's name is so powerful that it destroys all simple reactions. Sarva Papa Kshaya. And that one who chants even a single name of Krishna becomes the topmost human being. Yeka Bhara Krishna Nama Sai Pujya. Shreshta Shresha Sabhakara. We also understand the mind's nature, and that inattention is our greatest obstacle. How we wonder, can we capture the racing mind and focus it on the holy name? That's a question. Now, the easiest way to slow the mind is to give it a simple task. We have to stop trying to listen to our rounds. I have 16 more rounds. I have 14 more rounds. I have 10 more rounds. I have 5 more rounds to finish. I have 3 more rounds to finish. Keep looking the counter. How many more rounds to go? It mind goes to the counter. How many more rounds? Oh, okay. Oh, like that, right? So we have to stop trying to listen to our rounds. That task is too complicated for the mind and causes it to jump ahead to all the yet to be chanted rounds. Correct? We all go through this one. Oh, I have 10 more rounds to finish, but I have to go to work. I have to do this one and that one. So instead, make the mind's task easy. Listen to only one mantra. The mantra you are chanting now. Whatever mantra we are chanting now, that is where we have to focus now. Don't be tempted to add anything to this task. Keep it simple. Don't even attempt to hear only one mantra at a time, at one point of time. Now, whatever the current active mantra that we are chanting, focus on that mantra. Just keep it simple. Give a simple task to mind. This will push the mind to think of the future. Demanding to, if you start thinking of, I'm going to start sitting and chanting one mantra, the third round, I'm going to chant concentrated. Now let me push it off. Then the mind will start thinking about the future, demanding to know how long we plan to hold it captive. Keep the mind's task simple, and gradually the mind will act simply. That's key number two. Now, key number three. The third key is state your determination. Giving the mind a simplified task only works in conjunction with the third key, which is determination. We give a task, but if there is no determination, we cannot do it. To direct the mind, we need to form a sankalpa, a statement of fixed determination or purpose. The mind will always let us, we have, the mind will always tell us we have something more important to do than to chant Hare Krishna. We have to be determined enough to disregard the mind and to focus on the mantra. In my chanting, this is Prabhu saying, Bhurijana Prabhu, in my chanting, I have seen that unless I form a sankalpa, I generally will not have the ability to listen carefully to one mantra, understand the task, and be determined to execute it. All I have to do is listen to one Hare Krishna Mahamantra, nothing more and nothing less. The sankalpa can be stated quickly or subtly. It can touch our thinking as lightly as a gentle breeze. And there's no need to pause between mantras to uh, reform it. We simply have to remember why we are sitting with bead bag in hand. Chanting japa is not an invitation to the mind to wander wherever it chooses. That's nice. Chanting japa is not an invitation to the mind to wander wherever it chooses. It is the time to enter our personal relationship with Krishna. Everything we aspire for is available in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But to fulfill those aspirations, we must give the mantra our full attention. When we have gathered the necessary determination, we should then focus the mind on its simple task to listen to one mantra. We shouldn't worry about the mantra that will follow the one we are chanting now. And certainly we shouldn't worry about the one that may have preceded. Don't try to chant 16 good rounds or 10 high quality Mahamantra. This is like Bhurijana Prabhu one time tell, sit in the front of the tree, at least chant one round very nicely. Right? Just chant and attentively hear one mantra. We can be determined only about the one mantra we are chanting now. If we think ahead, even to plan greater determination for subsequent mantras, the mind will respond with increased passion and will lose its focus on the holy name. What have we accomplished when we have chanted one Mahamantra with attention? We have allowed our consciousness to touch Krishna's transcendental holy name. We have bathed our consciousness with sweetness. That is what we have attained by chanting attentively on hearing one mantra. These are the results that come from simply listening to one Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But we might say, my mind is too quick. It's off before I can catch it. If it won't listen to one mantra, then the request is to listen to one holy name, one Hare, or one Krishna, or one Rama, until it slows down sufficiently to focus on the entire mantra. Chanting and hearing only one name is also wonderful and carries with it wonderful results. Last paragraph. If the effect of listening to a single Mahamantra is so incredible, imagine what it would be like to hear many Mahamantras by Krishna's grace. Listening to our chanting is the beginning of offenseless chanting. And offenseless chanting will allow us to experience the full effect of chanting the Mahamantra. Otherwise, we can chant for millions of lifetimes without attaining Prema Bhakti. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, he will not get the love of Godhead. That is the ultimate goal of his chanting. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 8.60. So 2 points or 2 keys from today. One is to listen to one mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If any one of our mind is so very swift and so very quick, even cannot stay for one mantra, then suggestion is focus on one every word in the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we chant with focusing on every word of the mantras, then we will be able to focus on one mantra. So determination is needed to do this one. If we don't have a determination, then we won't be able to chant one mantra thoroughly. And if we cannot chant one mantra thoroughly, then we will not be able to chant the 16 rounds nicely, cleanly, and we cannot do that one, then we only chant, but we won't get anything out of it, the Prema Bhakti. So that's the message from today from Bhurijana Prabhu. It's 5:30. Let's see if there's any one question or anything to ask. If not, can any questions or any points to add? Okay, thank you all very much. So Shanta Mataji will be sending out a message. Mataji, want to say the plan for this weekend, or you are going to send a message?
Yeah, sure, bro. You wanted to announce, bro?
Sorry?
No, just you wanted to announce or send. The main thing is next 3 days we are doing chanting only.
Yeah. Yes. We'll only focus on, there's no reading for next 3 days. We'll continue our reading from Monday onwards. These 3 days, we'll only chant. Okay. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Chant Krishna's name and be happy. We'll see you all tomorrow at 5.